Welcome to our next lesson of English. How are you today, class?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine too, thank you. Thank you for being here, my only student, my brother also. So, today I will teach you something really useful to remember difficult words,
Oh.
grocery lists, or even the phone book, as some people do.
Uh-huh.
So, if you want to learn some really difficult words, do you have any technique that you are using to actually remember them?
I used to write down the words on the wall or on the refrigerator to see them all day to remember the words, or I am retrieving the words over and over and over.
Both
Loud.
are actually good. Loud, yeah, you're speaking that out, right?
Yeah.
And putting words in a different language that you don't know on things, I think it's a great idea because you see it every time you see a table. You see there's table written on it, so one day you'll learn it. Great. But what we are going to talk about now, it's called the technique of Loki. It's very ancient, and Loki means places. So the word they're using now for it is mind palaces. That means in your mind you have a whole palace or your own house or apartment full of difficult words or words you want to remember. Maybe your grocery list or your phone book or whatever. And the thing is, you always have to go the same route through that room or palace or whatever it is for you that you know really well. You put the objects in your mind in different places in that palace or whatever space you're familiar with, and then you'll remember them from just walking through it again, right? Some people are able to remember amazing things with it. As I said, a phone book, thousands of digits of numbers, or a whole deck of cards in just a few seconds. So with a few English words that you just cannot remember as many times as you try to learn and learn, it really helps you, right? So do you understand what the very core idea of it is? Do you understand that? Having a familiar place to go, put
Maybe.
words only in your mind, different places.
Maybe because there's some good feeling about it and a good remembering about the familiar situation as from the room or the apartment, and because of this, of the positive way of feeling, I learn better.
So every time you think, it makes you feel positive because you're in a familiar place. I think that's a great thing about it. It's rarely ever mentioned, and it's a great idea. It's because of you feeling positively about it. Great idea. So, have you ever seen these guys on TV who remember these whole phone book stuff or digits or numbers and are just like memory geniuses?
Yeah.
You're wondering how they're doing that? They're always using that technique. And later in that lesson, we will go on by creating your own mind palace, and you can draw a little picture of the place you would like to place the things. What would that be for you? Would that be your house, your apartment, for example? Your school, your some familiar park,
My apartment.
girlfriend, sorry.
My apartment.
Your own apartment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, would you think that it would work for you, and would you like to try it?
Yes.
So we are going to do a little drawing of the apartment, and then you can tell me in which places you put what word, because I know you had some difficulties remembering words like dachshund, for example. Not that you always use that word, but if you meet a dachshund, you want to know it's a dachshund, right?
Yeah.
So good. Where would you put the dachshund in your apartment, for example?
In the living room.
Where in the living room?
Near of a balcony.
That's very nice. You know what I would do? I would probably put the dachshund.
As door. As entrance.
Maybe it would be worse, and I would put it in the refrigerator because that's funny.
Oh.
And you would never do that. I would never do that. I love dogs. I have a dog. And I would never do that, but it's funny. And as long as it's funny, it helps you memorizing things.
Okay.
You know?
So I put the duck's dog I put in the stove.
That's equally yeah.
Yeah.
So still, or you gotta remember your grocery list, and you would put the X on your bed, or somewhere where it's extraordinary, where you can just remember it easily.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one way to make it even easier with that technique. Not in a normal place where your phone is anywhere. You put your phone, as I said, I don't know, in the cellar or somewhere, where you never find your phone normally, but you will remember that's an extraordinary place to put it, and it's easier if it's funny. And I'm sorry for everyone who loves dachshunds. I do. I would never do that, I swear. I still feel sorry. I would never have said that if it wasn't recorded. Okay, good. So I think you got that technique. It's ancient. It's working very well for people.
Okay.
It's working for a whole lot of words for some people, but you have to try it. I'm not saying that it's gonna work for everyone. It's gonna work for people who are apt to that method, whose brain is made for that. Okay, so you just gotta try if that technique of the memory palace is made for you or not. So the best would be if you had a whole palace to put all the words of a dictionary, but no one has that, so we have to keep on with small amount of words. So great, Niels. I think you understood the message, and now we're going to draw your mind palace. And we're gonna have some fun with it, see where you put things.
Okay.
And we say thank you to all of you watching, and sorry, little doggies.
Bye.
I love you all.